I'm Viviana. I'm 14, turning 15. My school is ESRM, and I live in Germany. Um, I like drawing. I like being outside in nature, but as a sport, I do horse riding, and I've done it since almost 7 years now. So, um, so I'm here to sort of talk about my experiences of having a hearing aid. I know it's not obvious. So I listed them, which is quite a lot. So I'm going to start with the positive aspects of having one, and it's that I have a very, very silent sleep, and I just sleep really well. Um, with my hearing aids, I'm able to talk, I'm able to speak English, German, and currently I'm learning French like fluently. Um, when I was small, I used to be really I used to get actually terribly angry. It was not just a normal anger, but it was an anger of frustration that I was not able to communicate what I wanted to tell my parents or my friends or even my siblings. And like now I can talk with anyone I want. And mostly when I actually tell people that I'm actually having a hearing aid, most of them are really astonished. But what's really important for me is that since I have that hearing aid, I can express my feelings. I can ask for wishes, for desires. Yeah, and I'm just able to communicate properly. Yeah. Some people say that with having hearing aids, or that you cannot do anything, and to me that's just a fairy tale because I do horse riding, and horse riding is not too it is dangerous. And I know a couple of friends that also have hearing aids, and they do volleyball, which is terribly dangerous, and they're fine with it. So you can do any sport. You can do ballet, you can do horse riding, you can do volleyball, and even if you do swimming, I did swimming at school. I was able to do it. I had no problems. With having a hearing aid, I'm able to go take bigger steps towards my dreams. And as a parent, I recommend that you my mom, she did 2 photo diaries and with photos. So if I'm really sad or anything, I look at them and I say, wow, this is what I've actually achieved, and I've actually come so far that I can speak fluently, that I can hear and be normal like a normal person. So that really helps. Parents, if I know there are some topics that you don't like to talk about, which can be love, it can be sex, it can be like for family, it can be about money, and it can be about future. But it's you need to be open about it. You need to treat your child like a normal person. You shouldn't. Well, you should be proud of it. It's you guys need to learn that I had to learn that it's a part of me, and I'm fine with it. And as a parent, you should spend a lot of time with your daughter or your son, especially when the children are so small. So they'll be able to get good experiences and have a nice aspect and idea of life. Um, so now, people like me, I recommend that you find yourself a hobby. Um, it can be drawing, it can be listening to music, it can be, I don't know, writing in the diary. It can be do sports. Just find something that you use. I don't know how to say, but that you use when you're tired, when you just don't, when you want to, say, I don't want to do schoolwork, you just want to relax. Yeah. when you just want to relax. What's important, I'm going back to parents, is that you teach your child to show emotions, which can be expressing as happy, like this, and laughing and smiling. If you're like angry, I would say you go like this. Whatever. Like that, you show the expression so you're able to communicate clearly. And whatever it is, just trust your feeling, like your own stomach feeling, what it's called. Just trust it. As a parent, but also as a person who wears hearing aids, trust yourself. And if people like bully you or anything, just leave them, just ignore them. You know what? They're going to be jealous because it's a big part of you, and not a lot of people will have the chance to get a hearing aid, and I think it's just really important. Now, to me, when I was small, I'm really glad that my parents didn't choose to do sign language, because no, it's just, you cannot communicate. Your entire life is so small, like it gets reduced by so much, and it's like life is not going to be normal at all when you like have to okay. Okay. Sorry, there were people coming. Life is just not normal when you have to do sign language. Stop. So sign language for me is just the worst option you can do, because your life just gets so small, because basically everyone, your parents, your siblings, like if you have, your grandparents, your cousins, your uncle, your everyone, your friends, they have to learn sign language, and I don't think the people would actually bother to learn it. So just as a parent, take the effort and teach your child how to speak and read and write properly. Like, I have writing problems and I regret that a little bit. So I'm actually really working on it, getting like writing better. And with my hearing aids, I'm able to live a really happy and really normal life. Now that were the positive aspects. The negative ones are that sometimes when I introduce myself, or even when I'm talking with people in school in the cafeteria, especially when it's loud and noisy, it is embarrassing for me to ask like 5 times, what did they say, or like what did you say? But maybe in the end, the people like that I'm talking to are really calm and really nice about it. And that's because my parents went up to the teachers, and I went up to tell the students about my problem. I was really open about it. I let people ask questions. And as a parent, do everything you can to get your daughter or son a hearing aid, because it's just the best thing you can do for your child. And there will be times, I'm pretty sure my mom would experience that were tough, that were tiring, but I'll tell you what, in the end, it's always worth it. Yeah, so the technology, I've learned to do everything since I'm small, because you know what, when I grew up, I became more independent. What I do is, it's like the most values, your hearing aid is the most valuable thing. It is equally important as your parents and your siblings or whoever. They are equally important because you cannot lose them. they're too expensive, and yeah, they're so valuable that like I wouldn't even try thinking of throwing them into the pool. What the heck? No, it's too valuable. Um, you should treat it really good. And really important that is that you go to the building or to your hearing aid center and you visit like in proper like in several weeks. Like because I'm older now, I visit like every half year or only if it's like if there's something that needs to be fixed. So it's really important that you keep it clean, that you make controls and checkups, and it might be a little bit time consuming, but it is really worth it. And yeah, I think that's all you need to know. And I'm really terribly happy that I have to that I've actually gotten those hearing aids, and I could not imagine life without them because they're just so important. And I'm really thankful that my parents were able to afford them and that they never gave up no matter what it was, but they just kept on teaching me words, meanings, even my grandparents, everyone, and I'm really happy for that, and I really would like to thank them. I really hope I was able to help you, and if you have any questions, just ask my mom on that forum or chat thing that I was supposed to make the video for, and yeah, I really hope I helped you. So, bye. Add something, parents, I recommend you learn everything you can about those hearing aids, because then you can actually help out your child if like they need some help. So take courses or read for example, my mom reads the Cochlear magazine, and my mom always says, oh, I don't want to read it, I don't want to read it, but in the end she is so terribly happy about it because she learned so many new things. So I really recommend that you guys actually take the time and the effort to read it, and so good luck with that. Bye.